Hi, good afternoon, Optavians. Welcome to Medifast Mondays. My name is Donna. I'm an independent Optavia coach, and I'm here to share with you some of my favorite lean and green recipes and fueling hacks. So today what I'm going to do for you are savory sweet potato drop biscuits. I had these this morning. They actually turned out pretty good, so I thought I'd share this with you. To do this, in my bowl, I'm just going to get a little bowl. I'm going to use 1 package of the buttermilk herb biscuit mix and 1 package of the honey sweet potatoes. Okay. Actually, yesterday I was putting up my Christmas decorations and stuff, and I was watching QVC while I was doing that, and somebody was on there talking about sweet potato biscuits, and I'd never heard of such a thing. I mean, you know, I'm from California, born and raised. We don't, anyway, but apparently it's a thing in the South. So anyway, I thought, what the heck, I'll try it. So, I digress. Anyway, in there, in the bowl, the sweet potatoes and the herb biscuit mix. Now these are going to be savory because of the herb biscuit mix. But if you wanted to make a sweet biscuit instead of the a savory biscuit, I would suggest that you could use the cinnamon swirl cake mix. That might actually be pretty good. Maybe I'll try that next time and see how that turns out. Make more of a sweet biscuit than a savory biscuit. But for today, we're doing savory. So anyway, you're going to also add to that a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Make sure you use powder, not soda. Okay, and this is going to be half a teaspoon. This is a 1/4 teaspoon measure, so I'm not doubling up on it. And then remember, this is going to be 2 fuelings because I've used 2 packages, so it's going to be 2 meals. Also, I'm going to use 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay, we just got to have a little leavening. I'm not sure how much is in the biscuit mix already, but I don't know. I'll just add a little bit more, make sure it rises pretty good. And then mix that up really well. Make sure you get everything stirred together. So how's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing well and, you know, doing good on their journey and that you survive Thanksgiving without too much damage. I know my goal for the holidays is just to maintain through the holidays. If I gain a little bit, I'm okay with it. I'm not going to, you know, I'm just not going to stress about it because I just can't do it. I just can't. I don't need one more thing to stress about. Anyway, I'm rambling. Okay, so that's mixed up pretty good. And then to this, I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter. And the butter's pretty cold, pretty hard. And then I'm just going to like you would do if you were making biscuits, just cut it in to where your mix is going to get kind of crumbly and kind of the consistency of, oh, I don't know, peas or grainy kind of. So all I'm doing, see, and I'm just going to keep smushing this until it gets all mixed up pretty well. And then with this, instead of using like regular milk, I'm going to use almond milk just because I think it's a better condiment to use. But, you know, if you don't have almond milk or cashew milk or something like that, please, you can use regular milk as a condiment. Just make sure you're checking all of this and counting it against your lean and green. Okay. So, anyway, I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Mine was actually pretty good. I host every year, and I forget how many there were. There were a lot of people, but it's exhausting. It really is. You know, those of you that host, it's a lot of work, and I think it's an underappreciated task because people don't realize, you know, they come for dinner, they bring one dish, and you know, that's it. They're not the ones that have spent, you know, 2 weeks cleaning house and making sure everything, and the planning and the decorating and the you know, it's like, I don't know. People just don't realize how much work it really is. So to those of you that host, I give you kudos. Really, seriously, especially if you host for a huge family. We don't do the whole sit down at the table thing. We never have. I mean, ever since I was a kid, we were just like, you know, wherever you could find room. You sat on the couch, on the floor, wherever. Kids usually ended up on the porch. So, again, being from California, the weather's usually pretty good on Thanksgiving. Although it did rain a little bit Thanksgiving. I think that was the first year in a long time that it's rained on Thanksgiving. So, I rambled. Sorry. Okay. So this is coming together pretty good. I'm just going to mix it a little bit more. I don't know if you can tell or not. See how it gets kind of grainy and like it's like chunky? Just keep keep mixing it. If I was making a huge batch of this, I would use a pastry cutter, but you know, for these purposes, a fork is fine. You just want to get your butter incorporated into the mix good. Yeah, these turned out pretty good. I was kind of surprised this morning. Well, come on. Okay, I think that's probably pretty good. And then I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do this in the air fryer. So if you don't have an air fryer, you could use your regular oven. That's fine. I'm not sure how they turn out in the microwave because, you know, I've never cooked a biscuit in the microwave. I don't know about you, but okay. So that looks to be pretty good. Okay. And then to this, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of almond milk. Let me grab that real quick. I don't know what fell over in my fridge. It was something. Okay, 3 tablespoons of almond milk. And you want this kind of, you know, you don't want it like really runny. I'm sure y'all have made biscuits before. Some biscuits are a little more dry, a little more moist. I don't know. Anyway, just kind of keep mixing it around until it starts to come together. Yeah, like I said, I'd never heard of a sweet potato biscuit. I didn't know there was such a thing. I had no idea. No idea at all. Okay. That's pretty good. And again, we're doing drop biscuits, so don't worry because you're not going to roll these out. Also, when you roll out biscuits, you got to flour your surface and stuff. There's nothing, what am I going to flour the surface with? Everything's in the mix. Okay. So that is the consistency it's supposed to be. You know, just kind of where it holds together. Okay. Make sure you don't get it too runny. Okay, I got to go grab my air fryer basket and then get my pan. I'll be right back. Don't go away. Okay, so my air fryer came with a little barrel pan. So if you have an air fryer but you don't have one of these pans, just whatever type of vessel will fit in there that you can cook in will work. This is non-stick, so I'm not going to spray it, but you know, it's up to you. If you want to spray yours a little bit, you can. So what I'm going to do is just take a regular spoon, it's just a regular teaspoon, and just drop by a rounded teaspoon into the pan. I want to say I got 10 this morning. I don't know. Just get however many you can because we're going to weigh them and divide them into 2 anyway. And actually, these actually cooked pretty quickly too. I set my, this morning I set my air fryer for like 6 minutes and they were done. I was surprised. I thought I'd have to put them in a little bit longer, but they were actually done in 6 minutes. So it doesn't take, but you know, just a short amount of time. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going around. And then too, this morning when I weighed them out, I got lucky and got them exact, so that made my day. I don't know, maybe I better buy a lotto ticket, right? Okay. So it's starting to get cold here, which does not make me sad at all. But the other day I thought, well, let me turn on my heater. I rarely turn my heater on. I mean, it has to be like 55 or below in my house before I turn my heater on because I hate a hot house. Oh God, I can't stand it. So anyway, I just thought, well, let me check it. And sure enough, I went to turn it on and wouldn't go on. I'm like, oh crap, don't tell me. I'm going to have trouble with my heater now. Well, they were out yesterday. It was just the pilot light was out, so everything's good. So now when it does get below 50 in my house or 55 in my house, I'll be able to turn on a heater. But I have little space heaters, like little fireplaces in all the rooms. We use those. I mean, you don't need to heat the whole house if you're only in one room, right? So, I don't know. I'm just glad it wasn't anything major because, I don't know, after the hot water heater thing and all of that crap in the roof, and it's like, I'm tapped out for now. I'm tapped out. All right, that's going to be a little tiny one. Let me do this. I'll borrow some one. It's a little tiny one. I'm going to borrow some from one of the bigger ones to add a little more dough to that. Just to make it kind of even. I love drop biscuits because I like the crispy outsides. Some people I know don't like the drop biscuits because they like the really soft outside, but I like it like crunchy all around. So, you know, I guess it just depends. But again, these turned out okay. So, all right. See, there's that. So all my little biscuits are in the pan. I'm going to go over and pop these in the air fryer. I'm going to put it on 350 degrees for 5 minutes. I'm going to start with 5 because, like I said, this morning I did it at 6 and they were brown. They weren't burnt, but you know, they were good, but I like them crunchy. So I'm going to see what they look like in 5 minutes, and then if I need to, I'll put it in for another minute. So I shall be right back. Okie dokie. So the biscuits just came out. I only did them 5 minutes, and I think they're just perfect, but see, aren't those beautiful? Ooh, and they smell so good. So anyway, I'm expecting a shipment, so I'm out of like cereal, I'm out of bars, I'm out of oatmeal. I'm down to the things that I don't, you know, like eat on a regular basis. Not that I don't have any food left or any feelings left. It's just that it's things that I don't use as often as I use the other things. I've been out of popcorn for days. I'm dying here. Anyway, hopefully my order will ship because it processed. I think it processed yesterday, so they should be shipping it soon. So these, for the next 2 days, are what I'll have for breakfast. And what I did this morning with them, as I put a little bit of Walden Farms apple butter on them, they were actually really good. So, you know, if you happen to have Walden Farms apple butter or some kind of something to put on them, aren't they pretty? So what I'll do, I will weigh these out and then divide them in 2, and then I'll have two breakfast feelings for the next 2 days. And yeah, I'll go from there. And I think next time I'll try this with the that swirl cake, that cinnamon cream cheese swirl cake. I think they'd be really good. Yeah, I think they would be really good. Also, I wanted to let you guys know, one of my coaches higher up the food chain, she was talking about this journal. It's called Next Level Daily. This is really cool. So I ordered one. I got it on Amazon. So, you know, it talks about life balance, things to fill out, your role models, people that you admire, just, you know, to kind of get your mind thinking and working about, you know, your journey, what your vision is for the next year, the next 5 years, you know, just what you believe, things that might be holding you back, things like that. And then this is like a yearly planner thing, and then it's got, and the good thing is nothing's filled out, so you can start this whenever. And you know, because you know, like when you buy a calendar, if you buy a calendar in July, you're halfway through the year, you know, you only get to see the calendar for 6 more months, right? So this has got where you fill out, so it's got one for every month. And then what I like is the daily thing here. You know, it talks about your hydration, your movement, you know, whether or not you take time to breathe. And then there's sections here where, you know, it's physical activity, your agenda for the day, your mind dump and notes. There's notes, just, you know, reflections, things you're grateful for. So I'm finding that this really helps me to sit down and, you know, every morning. And then like right here, I write all my feelings and what I've eaten, what time I've eaten. And then I add, because I weigh in every day, what my weight was for that day, my amount of water I've drank, all that. I just write it down, you know, just random thoughts to come to my mind. So, and then at the end of the day, there's a, you know, an evening routine where you can write down your gratitude and, you know, your reflections of the day, things like that. But anyway, I find that this kind of helps me stay focused, because in the morning when I sit down and I drink my coffee, this is what I concentrate on. And then, you know, I think about thoughts on, you know, what am I grateful for today? What, you know, what's going to keep me motivated today? Or, you know, if there were things that I had issues with or problems with, and, you know, or just, this is my own thoughts. Nobody else will read this but me. But I don't know. To me, writing stuff down, it really helps me. So, you know, anyway, this is called Next Level Daily. And again, it's available on Amazon. So, you know, think about it. It might do you guys some good. I just thought I'd share that with you because I am truly enjoying using it. So, if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. My information is down below. Give me a holler. If you try these and you like them, let me know. Or if you don't like them, let me know too. I don't care. You know, everybody has their own taste. These are so pretty. See, even the bottom. See how nice they turn out? They're just like little biscuits. I guess you could make them bigger. Like, you know, if you wanted to have like a big biscuit, you could just make one big biscuit. It's up to you. But I kind of like the little ones. Anyway, I rambled again, didn't I? So, again, questions, comments, anything. If there's anything you want to see or anything you know, have a lot of that you don't know what to do with, let me know. I might be able to come up with something. So, meanwhile, you all have a great week, and I will see you. I'm not sure next week because I'm going wine tasting this weekend. So I'm not going to be home till late Monday. So anyway, but I'll see you soon. All right. Take care. Bye.